Hello, greetings, good morning. How is everybody? Happy first day of school to most parents. We're live. It's live. Live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. That's a little aggressive. I thought most of the time when we did this synthwave, it's like... What was that, Ross? Sorry.
Calms you down?
Yeah, but that one was like aggressive. Good morning, everybody. Happy first day of school to all of you parents and to children that may be late and listening to this. It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
I got to tell you, I was way more affected than I thought I would be by Tommy's first day of middle school.
That's your boy.
Why
wouldn't you be?
I felt, especially because his personality is similar to mine, or I see the similarities, and so I started getting nervous for him to the point where, like, I'm sitting in the car and I'm like, oh my god, as we're getting closer to the school, I'm like, holy shit.
Well, you were playing the Jaws theme too on your radio. It's like, isn't that fucked up to do, like, as you're driving up? I
don't know why I'm so nervous.
That was just for Ross. That was just... I know why you're so nervous for him. You are him. You just created a little you.
Yeah.
And now you get to do it again.
And, he's just worried about making friends, and I have no idea what advice to give him because I don't know how to make friends. I don't, how do you tell him to make friends?
Oh, you didn't give him a six-pack of Bud Light or nothing?
Yeah. Give some White Claws.
Well, I'll do whatever it takes. I promise. Like, whatever it takes to help him make friends, but... I can't do anything.
Would you do whatever it takes?
Kid.
Would you do it whatever it takes?
Would you? You'd strangle like a grandma.
Yeah,
that's what it takes.
Butt sex.
Does she already have cancer?
No, she's very healthy.
Fresh, healthy.
But how old?
She's hot. She's a hot. You can.
85, but she hikes.
What if she's fuckable? What if she's fuckable? You know how terrible it would be to kill her? I'd be like, I could be fucking you right now.
You know who it is? It's that lady I saw on local news, Tiny from the Villages, who competes in the senior athletic games.
I may have seen that while I was on the Peloton. Yeah. Ross and I watch news.
Local news.
Yeah,
dude.
we watch local news.
They send a camera out to the Villages to watch Tiny shot put 5 feet.
Guess how many people they had out for first day of school coverage today?
8.
This guy's a pro. They did have 8. Were you watching? No. They covered every county.
That's just how good I am.
They had 8 on the floor and 8 in the field. It was like 16 people out. You didn't have 16 people out when the Ukraine was invaded. You know what I mean? Like, there's a war happening, and you put 16 people on.
Dude, the effort and the resources everybody could have one camera. What do you need? First of all, do you need that one camera?
I've never understood why they got to go live.
Yeah,
I've never understood why why do we need to see, like, Bob Fryer? Why has he got to be out there in Volusia? Can't they just put a green screen Volusia in the background?
Well, It seems the predominant backpack this year is Bluey. Back to you, Ned.
Yeah, they do a little bit of that. And then they do these things. They were doing these things, at least Wesh was. And I don't want to clown on them because I do like them. They're my guys, the Wesh guys. That team, the weather team in the morning, total smoke show.
They took down Rat House.
I have this game I play in my head that when the hot weather girl is, Kellyanne Klaus. She's so tall. I think she's like 7 foot tall. Name. But when she's on, I have to sprint. So during her whole I play horny weather person games. You should try this. So I'm all like, it's like it just makes me an insane person. But like she's on, she's like, and now I'll give you your 5-day forecast. I'm like, I gotta go. That's my girlfriend.
I can't watch the weather because I'm like, I see it on my phone. I see it. I can look at the radar myself. I'll tell you the weather. Anyway, I'm joking.
I think that's probably why they.
It's right here.
Stop
Up to the day of the second. There's a lag on your broadcast. I know exactly.
Your weather's old. I'll give you the whole chill.
That's probably why they've moved away from the old man with ear hair weatherman and on to like just 11 out of 10 telling you the weather.
Yeah, they are all 11.
It's like, I don't need to know the information. But what I really want to see is a random Asian dude stand up on a stool and jack off on your hair.
Come on, local news.
You know what's funny?
That's a thing.
You know what's funny is
that's a thing.
I've researched that before, and it is very much like sumo. Very hard to break into that unless if you're a Westerner. Very hard to stand on that stool as a white man. No, you're not allowed. It's very much like sumo. Like there's only been like 2, maybe 3 white Westerners that have made it to sumo. If you want to jack off on a stool on a Japanese newscaster, you have to be Japanese.
Yeah, I've never seen a white guy.
You never will. There's rumored to have been one.
He studied his whole life. He was born there.
He was born to do it, and he was little. I could have been that guy. Little too fat though. I'm not slight enough. I needed to be more slight.
Do you have to know weather?
No. You have to just be able to get you have to be able to. It's hard. It's harder than you think to be hard and jack off on a stool. A lot of people underestimate the perspective is different and kind of fucks with your equilibrium.
Also,
I'm just riffing.
And in that situation, you got to take the green screen.
This is one of the better warm-ups we've done because I really feel like I'm having to work hard today.
The confidence it must take to get up there and...
Well, you're not showing your face. Hold on. And you're not shouing your face.
Yeah.
You're talking about her or him?
Him. Yeah,
him. Boy, you're not allowed to do that. Him. We should have been recording. I'm talking about him, Daniel. What? Who are you?
You're standing there. There's bright lights, a newscaster, and then a bunch of other dudes.
I thought they didn't show their face though. It's usually just a torso. It smells
like pinch a penny.
It's usually just a torso, and then he pulls down black briefs. He pulls down the black briefs, and he's hard, and it's little.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't see his face in the video, but there's still a whole production crew.
You don't know
there's
that.
Other dudes.
You don't know that. They may leave.
No, there's a production crew.
You're assuming that.
We don't see that. They're running the lights and
no. We don't. They don't cut to the show the lighting guys discomfort. They don't show any of
There's
that.
cameramen. There's a director. They have to be.
There's a film that exists, so that implies the existence of a camera crew, right?
Yeah.
They're painting. I think it's an illusion. I think they're. I think if you pulled the curtain back, they can get all that set, and they go okay, are you ready to get on the stool? And he's like, what? And then they're like, all right, let's get out of here. Make it happen.
No, they don't give them any privacy. Have you ever seen porn shoots? There's a lot of people involved in it, and
I will have you know that the only way I can maintain an erection is to watch behind-the-scenes footage.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, it's a difficult task. Good warm-up. All right, we doing. Where's this one go for today?
Monday 1 and 2.
Okay, cool. Get in here and just look at that folder real fast. Today is the 11th, correct? Yeah. Okay. Would you like to start?
Yeah.
Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and YouTube, and we'd love it if you come hang out with us. Every single morning, we start right around 10:30. And you can find us at Tom and Dan Live on YouTube, at Tom and Dan Live on Twitch.
From the Orlando Talk Show with Ross McCoy. Ross McCoy's here.
Whoa.
That was a good one.
He spent all weekend working on that.
He has a little bit of blood I don't know. What's the name of the Eggo girl from Stranger Things? You got a little blood coming out of your nose.
Little Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah. How hard How hard was that to do?
Well, when you have to concentrate all your energy and hate. I only have so much energy. So you have to put good and bad.
He hates it.
All energy and then put it out there. Anyway,
and then that was probably a page long when you wrote it, and you had to cut it down to that, right? I'd like to see what you trimmed off of the.
I had local comedian. I had
award-winning.
Professional host. Anyway. So it's the first day of school for a lot of parents out there and kids.
I gotta go.
You don't have to deal with this anymore, Ross. And so I was telling you guys on Twitch that it's Tommy's first day of middle school, and I was this morning me and Crystal took him there. And we were joking around about his first day of kindergarten.
Well, at least you're making jokes.
Yeah, no, I know.
Keep the mood light.
He's nervous, but he knows he has to do it, and partly because he doesn't know anybody. I've told you guys it's a different, school that he's really zoned for.
It's a completely new environment. So I mean, he's starting from scratch. So that's a lot.
He did see some kids in his pre-K that was closer to that school. So the kids that he went to, a couple of them in pre-K go to this school.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it's like. There's
Slight
a lot
connection.
of guys. There's a stranger again.
I remember you from the Lego table.
Yeah. So
I remember you used to steal all the slick pieces.
Hey, paste eater.
So we drop him off this morning, and he gets out. Now, before we went to school, I was gonna pick out the clothes you're gonna wear or whatever.
Yeah, like, did you have any rituals? Because I will tell you, Maisie had her bag packed, everything in there, ready to go last night, sitting by the table like she's like giving it to Santa Claus. Like, it was all packed up, ready to go. I mean, she is chomping at the bit to get back. Come on. She's like, she laid her outfit out. She had the perfume she was going to wear, the skincare, the bracelets. She matched a matching bow bracelet with a matching bow necklace. It was a mess.
Oh, yeah. No, my sons did nothing. They wouldn't even have.
I had to sit there with a 2-hour presentation of what she was bringing to school.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't even thought I need to bring something. You know what I'm saying? We help them too much, I think.
Because they just walked to school naked.
I don't know what they do. They would have forgotten it was school, first day of school. Like, it just let them sleep in. Anyway, so Tommy wore his I Love Ranch hoodie.
Perfect. He's the Ranch King.
So at first I was like, okay, this is good because,
establish the legend early.
Establish a gimmick.
Also establishing his dominance of ranch, because if there's going to be a second Ranch King.
It's going to happen. Let it happen early.
Yeah, so you get there day one and you're like, yo, I'm Ranch guy.
Yeah. And then it's like, use the gimmick and make that your whole personality. And then I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
and then I was like, who am I?
Yeah, like that. What was that movie, Brad Pitt? You start seeing colorful. You start memories are going backwards.
Don't think about that.
You're hallucinating.
I see him more like the Green Goblin in Spider-Man, and the Bear Hood is talking to him.
Oh yeah. Hi there.
But then I got worried.
Hey there, Ranch King. It's me, a drunk in the bar.
Does that like open yourself up to too much attention? Then like bullies? Is there even bullies anymore? Is that a thing in the 90s?
There are, but that's a hip sweatshirt. I feel like a cowboy hat would have opened him up to a bully. Like that's a real target. Just a cool hoodie? I don't think so.
But the Sriracha King is going to kick his butt.
No. I thought they go together now. They go together
now. The Sriracha King knows karate.
Yeah. Sriracha Ranch.
Anyway, and then when he gets out of the car, he was supposed to go to the cafeteria, like all 6th graders.
Yeah.
And then he just followed 7th and 8th graders, turned right. And we were like, no!
Right off the cliff.
Right immediately.
Yeah.
A mistake. And then I'm like, oh, you're going to bumble through
and
everything.
Then you see him go into a building he's not supposed to be in, the door locked. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, then Crystal starts crying the whole way home.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, she gets super nervous, and then I'm sitting there, I'm frozen.
I'm like, you're driving in silence. This is a horrible opening day.
I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's rough. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No. I mean,
God, Maisie got up. She made her own eggs. She cut her own strawberries, made this big-ass breakfast. She's dousing her eggs with Texas Pete hot sauce like a trucker.
Yeah, you're going to the same school, just all familiar. It's like, and so the same thing with Max. We drop Max off. He goes in, and it's the same thing. Tommy's walking into some building he's only been to one time in his life, and then there's like, there are big kids in 8th grade. Like, there's a kid that walked in there. I was like, that kid, I may not be able to beat this kid up.
Oh, yeah.
You pick me up and slam me.
I have
like that. You know how crazy that is?
I have no problem admitting that I have the strength and body type of the Rizzler, and I'm okay with that. Like at 49 years of age, they're middle schooler. Like I've peaked out. I'm middle school size.
Yeah,
I'm fat middle schooler size. I'm just going to be that way. That's fine.
How's the security at this school? Like, if one of these kids decides he's the Ranch King, is he going to be able to take this hoodie from Tommy?
Listen, I don't know nothing, Ross. I just nervous as hell, and
I would be too. And it's because middle school's a whole different ballgame, and we all know it. And there's the reason that there's been children's books even written about how difficult and awkward and crappy middle school is. I mean, it's a trope.
Ramona Quimby, age 6.
Yeah, man. I mean, like a diary of a wimpy kid, I think, is adjust with some of that too.
Oh, you're a wimp and a diarrhea.
Diarrhea wimpy kid.
Anyway, and then you get this irrational fear of like.
Oh, no, it's completely rational.
He's going to get home, and he's like, that was the worst experience. Please don't let me go back. Yeah. Like, I'll do anything. I'm like, oh, my God. Because I'm like,
they flushed my head in a toilet.
if you beg me, I'll do anything for you. Like, if you beg me not to, I'll be like, I can't force you to do it. And they're like, oh, we got to run. Get in the car.
We got to escape. You can homeschool him, and you can teach him everything.
I don't know.
And then he'd just be here doing worksheets in the corner every day.
Yeah. You can homeschool him.
Yeah. I mean, you'll learn learn everything from the show.
You'll learn about diarrhea and relationships. Colette will help you with relationships.
We'll just turn the show into some educational middle school.
Ross can give you, Ross can offer. Ross is very smart and he knows a lot of different stuff. And I feel like Ross could be our head teacher.
Then one day soon I'll be like, hey, we're out of business. No more money. I don't know. The lights are going to turn off.
He has no education and now no money.
He's kicking down the door in a second here.
And then ironically, he has to go to a really, really bad school.
It's real bad.
Just terrible. And he's older, which, when you go back to school as an older person.
And then he comes back home after the first day at that school and he's like, can I go back to the old school? And you're like, no. It's over.
Like a friend is staying with us this week and she was saying like in her son's first day at kindergarten, like she put him on a bus and she was like, bye-bye. Got on the bus. And then I'm like, a bus to kindergarten didn't even go to, and she's like, nope, just they'll work it out.
But everybody's different with the level of attachment they want or don't want, right?
I know.
Obviously something in you feels like you need to be there, and I feel like if you feel like you need to be there, you should.
It's a meat grinder. They get them in there and they divert them to where they need to go. It's all set up. There's no diversions or nothing in there. It's not like they got a secret back room with like poker and liquor or something. It's all just find the right spot, be there, do what we say.
I know.
They got it down to a science.
You did unlock a memory though, because I do remember at my size, bringing that up. I remember as a little guy in middle school having a backpack just filled with books. Thank God for the laptop. Thank God for the tablet.
Books. Yeah.
Oh, I had tons of books in there. And I was little, man. So this thing was humongous on me.
Yeah.
And I'd carry it around, It probably made me tougher, doing that. But I remember my backpack was, I would have to get a second backpack in the middle of the year at some point because my backpack would deteriorate from all the books and all the crap in it. It would just fall apart.
Remember, you'd have to bring a brown paper Publix bag to make a...
Wrap your books?
Wrap your book in it.
Yeah, we used to wrap our books.
And I remember back then, I was like, this place can't afford some goddamn book wrapping. You're going to bring a Publix bag?
No, the book wrapping kids. The kids that had
Don't we pay taxes for this?
The kids that had the ones that were made
rich
for
kids.
Thank you. You were a rich kid.
No, I had to bring the Publix bag.
No, I had Publix bags. I didn't have no damn because it had areas that you cut with scissors and then you could tape it. It would look awesome, and they had the coolest colors,
patterns, and
NFL teams and stuff like that. I never got that. I had a Publix bag.
Oh no!
But remember, it's pre-Walmart.
Winn-Dixie bag actually.
Remember when you went? There were stores. There was individual stores for everything. There wasn't just a one-all be-all store like a Walmart. You got your school supplies from a Winn-Dixie, at the grocery store or the
aisle
or the Walgreens, and that was the two places. And then everything else, you went to a grocery store for food, and then you need a lamp store, or a furniture store. It wasn't just one place has everything.
Oh, ask Dan's Fan City. That guy knows. I remember that as a kid. I remember going to get. I remember and it was in this order. I remember the first thing we would do is school clothes shopping, and I guess that's still a thing, but online has sort of changed that. But when I did it, 49, oldest here, you jump in the car, your mom and your dad would have to literally budget time on a weekend or a weekday afternoon, normally not a weekday afternoon, maybe a Friday. And then you drive for me, it was DeLand up to Daytona Beach, to the area that had the biggest mall, and then you'd hit either a Belk Lindsay, a Burdines, a JCPenney. Normally for me it was JCPenney.
Yeah, we did pennies.
We were a JCPenney family. Yeah. My dad wore Stratford suits, which are, I don't know, middle of the road. He had 1,000 Stratford suits. And then my first suit was a Stratford suit from JCPenney.
Stratford stands for quality.
It was their logo. You want to know the funniest thing about Stratford? And it might still be around. Stratford.
Is it a bridge over a river?
No. It was a polo man. It was like a polo man. Instead of having his polo, whatever the polo logo is, his polo stick was either up or down. It was his opposite. It was the opposite. So if polo is your polo stick is down, then Stratford's your polo stick was up. And I was like, I'm wearing some cheap ass stuff. This is some cheap ass. I'm wearing cheap ass.
Turn it upside down.
So I was Stratford, and
I would always get excited because it would be the promise of you get some new clothes for the first day of school.
Yeah.
And then, but it would always be my grandma who would take me. and she would dress me like how she thought I should be dressed.
Oh my God, awful. You look like George Jones.
Little sweaters,
little George Jones,
collars.
Hey, stop loving her today.
Because you didn't have the internet to tell you what to do. You know, so you didn't.
But we had TV. I knew what I wanted.
We didn't have the internet to tell us what to do. No, seriously. He says perfectly.
Yeah. You're just sitting there. Your grandma's like, I don't know, what did she wear? Some slacks and a button down. You didn't know, like,
get you a good church shirt and get you some dungarees.
No, we need Nikes and hypercolor, Grandma. Your grandma's never
hypercolors for Satan, right? Like 100%.
Exactly.
My mom would get me. I had to get Arizona jeans or whatever their brand was.
Yeah.
It was I didn't get the good ones, and then my jeans were bad.
Burnt orange jeans,
like Arizona jeans. And then my mom had to take my jeans home, and then this is before I had a tailor to tailor my pants. So my mom would hem my jeans, but like when I take my pants to a tailor now, the seamstress or tailor will cut the bottom of the jean off and then take the original hem on the bottom and reattach that to the bottom of my jeans so I don't look like an M word. Okay. All right. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just pull the Band-Aid off.
So they don't look cut off.
Right. Yeah. But my mom didn't know how to do that. So all of my pants just would go down, and then at some point around the thigh area, they just stop. And then there'd be my feet. And there'd be my shoes because she would just hem them. She just hemmed my pants. And most of my pants were, I mean, they're like, they just look like a jumbo pair of shorts. Fat guy shorts.
I don't know if things are like as trendy now because there's so many more things, but like when I was in probably when I was Tommy's age, if you didn't have Nike shoes, you were socially outcast. You had to have them. And then about the same age, hammer pants were a thing, MC Hammer. And then so where I was from, there was a brand called Skids, and they just made like straight up like hammer pants out of just like cloth fabric with like a drawstring, the simplest, stupidest, easiest pants in the world. Probably took like a machine 5 seconds to just stamp out 1,000 of them, and they'd put like a little the symbol for like a slippery car symbol on the back. And said Skids, and that was the coolest thing in the world when I was in middle school. And they cost like $100 a pair. It was like insane how much they cost. And my sweet little grandma would be like, I could make those real easy for you. And I'd be like, no, shut up, Grandma. It's not the same when you make them. They gotta have the little car symbol thing on the back.
Was it SKIDZ?
Absolutely, yeah. And
was it Skids NYC?
I think they've went out of business and been rebought, but I have actually a couple pairs of Skids now.
They're back, baby.
Yeah. And it's the same old pants. It's just like straight up cotton drawstring
pants.
The
original cotton drawstring pants, Skids. I remember these.
And my grandma would insist she could make them because all it was like the dumbest pattern possible. Just like the Tim Robbins sketch, like the dumbest pattern possible, the more it cost. And no.
They're like a competitor to Zubaz.
Yes, they were like a Yankee Zubaz.
Yeah,
basically.
And they were probably out maybe before Zubaz, and then Zubaz kind of went the way of football.
They got that corporate, and whereas like these pants were more of like Parker Lewis Can't Lose. They're like they were like that's exactly what Parker Lewis wore in that show.
100% over like a pair of like high tops. You would have that little bit of like the like the break on your pants. You would have it like over the top of your high tops. It would look cool. What did you wear? Because I know the infamous guitar tie.
Oh, skater, Jinkos, Etnies, it's a skateboard style.
You should go back to Jinkos.
Yeah. Then when that graduated to like punk rock, hip hop, because that was the mid to late 90s. You could listen to punk rock and hip hop, Wu-Tang Clan and Lagwagon.
Yes.
And it was still fine because
be a good show.
Punk rock almost it would like Venn diagram into hip hop.
Yeah.
Because there's just counterculture.
We like weird sports and black people.
Yeah. And it was just like anti-authority, but also like anti-system. And that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, they were a lot of
listen to both,
and a lot of skateboarders and a lot of surfers and stuff like that in that world. It was very anti-racism. At least the messages I was getting, it was very much like we accept everybody, which was cool, And then we went that way too.
I watched the movie Kids, and I was like, one day I'll have AIDS.
I think we all said that, right?
There's still time.
Yeah. I thought a lot more people based on Kids. AIDS everywhere around. Like AIDS is coming soon.
You know what? I met my wife. Two of her favorite movies were Kids, and then the one where he kills American Psycho. And I'm like, wow, yeah, you go hard in the paint, Andrea. Those are your two favorite movies.
So speaking of kids, there has been a rash of kids on electric dirt bikes.
There's a little lotion you can get for that.
Are you talking about the Baldwin Park Chubsters, the electric bike gang? I hate the Baldwin Park Chubsters, and I call them Chubsters in an attempt to shame them into not riding electric bikes. You little Chubsters.
It's funny. I have a video. I saw some electric bikes downtown when we were, me, Crystal, and the boys were driving downtown somewhere. Or maybe I was picking up that bull for Max's birthday party. And
Crystal and the boys.
Wait a minute. Please picking up
inflatable bull.
Yeah, please say inflatable bull. You just blew my mind. I'm like, what the hell is this wild man talking about? For those of you that listen to our Friday free show and get spicy with us on Fridays, just rewind what he just said and think about it. It's aggressive.
I'm a traditionalist. I don't use Craigslist like most people. I go down.
Straight
skin on skin, downtown.
I go downtown looking
roll down my window. I'm like, hey.
Me and my wife want to spice it up.
Get in the back. What the hell was I saying?
You were talking about the electric bike Chubsters.
Any electric bikes. So I saw a pack of them downtown. Oh, you had something to say, Russ? No. Okay. And then
I did, but it's Friday free show stuff. I can't. I couldn't.
We got dangerous there for a second.
And then I saw a Facebook clip of the news. That's the only way I actually see the news nowadays. I don't actively watch the local news, but I see clips on Reels and Facebook. And then this clip was like Channel 9. And it was like, kids on e-bikes are, take over I-4, get on I-4.
Electric bike Chubsters are terrorizing Orlando. Are you want me to play this?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And this is funny.
White man, look at this dumb. Look at these dumb. Look, they don't even care.
So those of you who can't see it on Twitch, they're basically just a bunch.
It's all right. They ain't gonna stop till they hit that asphalt. Ain't gonna be.
Oh man, yeah, I like his old school. Look at these dumbass mother effers. I like that guy.
This is some bull ass. I laughed about it because it's a bunch of white dudes and they have helmets on. Not as cool as like the guys that do it in Baltimore and like 12 o'clock boys. That
your Broccoli's had on helmets. You need, if you're gonna do it, you gotta have dreadlocks, no shirt, a big old chain, some hip hop blasting. And you gotta be like freaking. You gotta be wheelie.
And doing the move where you're Daniel brought it up earlier. You go and swerve into oncoming traffic and then swerve out of the way at the last second.
You only use your hips to do that too, because you're steering with your back tire. Because your front tire's off the ground. I mean, you're just using your handlebars to balance, and then you go and you do that dip.
And it's a lot cooler on a two-stroke 250, smoking out the back because you pre-mixed it wrong, and then that is cooler than the new age electric dirt bike. Helmet on, full face. You got some elbow pads.
Yeah, but this is becoming like a big thing, Ross.
And these guys are a weird dichotomy of like they're doing the most dangerous possible thing. They got their little underpowered bikes up on the huge interstate, like a 4-lane wide interstate, and their whole thing is like terrorizing traffic. So here you go. Here's all the traffic in the world if you want to like do wheelies through it and terrorize them. But they're like very much in the far right lane, in like a single file line, going like 20 miles an hour. They got everything but like flashing lights and a police escort to do the most dangerous thing you can.
And you're going at like a reasonable speed.
Yes.
Like the person filming you is passing you because you're being responsible.
This dude in an 89 Buick is going past them and filming them.
If you were the real 12 o'clock boy, you'd be on Banshee, wheelie, like you're dragging your feet.
You'd also be yelling, yay! You gotta have some stage presence. That's amateur hour.
There's gotta be cops following you. Kick the cop car as you drive by. Like that's cool. They're going to teach these kids.
This is terrible.
I think they got in over their heads. Somebody talked them up. They're like, let's get up on I-4 and really shake things up. And they got up there and they're like, this is terrifying. Where's the next exit?
Have you ever ridden a scooter or a motorcycle on I-4?
Yeah, motorcycle.
Yeah, we all have. We've all ridden motorcycles on I-4. Even a full-blown motorcycle with enough power.
Oh, dude.
It is not fun to ride on I-4. So they probably did get up there, like you're saying, and they're like,
terrified.
Oh, wowie. Yeah, because I remember
semi-truck drives by, like, that is terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And the only thing that lets you get away with it on a motorcycle is like the built-in speed and agility.
Quick.
And like if somebody does, because it will happen. Somebody will come over on you eventually, and you got to be able to get out of the way. These guys, I don't think, have enough at 60, 70 miles an hour to like avoid. They're just going to be like a bug on the windshield.
Well, electric bikes lose their top end like almost. It goes to almost nothing. If you're up near the top of your power band or whatever you want to call it, because it's a motor,
right?
Like even on my car, like if you're really pushing it, you get to a point where there's not much more to go, and that'd be the worst thing that could happen to you on two wheels. Is you need the speed to be able to. That's why a lot of these bikes are pretty overpowered because like Ross said, somebody comes over on you, you need to be able to jet.
Get out of there.
So
I miss my bike. Oh,
yeah, me too.
I miss it.
Stop
talking about
it. Like I won't do
you want to
the
become a wheelie boy?
Old man
I do want to be a wheelie boy.
Nerdy thing than to say like, oh, these kids shouldn't be doing this. They're disrupting traffic. And
BS.
Yeah.
I have said that when they're around me. Yeah.
Now I would never like. Could you imagine like knowing your kids are out there riding e-bikes on I-4 or like even around the streets? Like it is the most dangerous goddamn thing I could possibly think of as far as like what will happen most likely to end my child's life is him riding around the streets on any two wheels. You know what I'm saying? It's just we've seen it so much, so many times. It's so dangerous.
Passed away.
Yeah, I got one kid that rides motorcycle only. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
I think about it all the time. Give him a good intro.
Well, I was about to say, but it's awesome. And they got some balls, and you got balls, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I got to ride with my dad. It's both equal parts of dangerous and awesome.
Yeah,
that's what makes it awesome.
I could never do it myself because I'm too much of a pussy. You see what I'm saying?
My dad, let's talk about that for a second, because my dad always swore I'd never get a motorcycle, and that was not the truth. When I got of age, he helped me acquire a great motorcycle, and we rode together. But yes, for the longest time, it was, you'll never get a bike. But when he saw the opportunity to ride with me, he let his guard down, and he helped me buy my first Sportster.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy I have those memories. In fact, I think... if it's safe, it's probably one of the greatest memories I have of my dad is doing that. But yes, motorcycles in Orlando are extremely dangerous.
If you're just constantly aware that everybody else around you is unaware, then you're a lot safer. You know,
for sure.
And you just be good at riding. And but anyway, I just
and
laughed.
Only like 1 or 2 drinks max.
Sometimes it makes you better.
Yeah.
Well,
with me, I gotta have 4. When I have 4, then I'm like, then I'm with. Yeah.
Dialed
well, then exactly. Then I feel like if I fall, I'm gonna be relaxed.
Bounce right back up.
Yeah.
Oh, so Daniel, you went to Will's Pub over the weekend?
I did, yeah. I wanted to go see, I want to give a shout out to our good buddy Pabone, Eric Pabone, who does a lot of art for our show. His band, TV Generation, on Saturday had a big party and a big release party at Will's. They had a bunch of people play. I couldn't get free to make it to that actual event. I wanted to, but I saw Samantha was out there and a bunch of other BDMs and people were out there, and it looked like a great time. So congrats to that guy. We love you. I can't wait to play the new music on our show. But then the following day, they had a sort of like a fundraiser and a little benefit for public broadcasting. Obviously, I've always been a PBS guy. My wife worked for PBS. I'm a Lawrence Welkin, as red green as you can get. And I went out to, hang out with Dan Stone. He met me up there, and we saw The Pauses play, and Virginity was playing. So I got to get a little Casey Crawford punk rock into my ears, and it was amazing. Virginity might be my favorite punk band now, and they've added some new pieces. I don't want to spoil the surprise. So if you haven't seen them, they do have a few more people on stage with them now, and it makes for a pretty epic sound. They blew the doors off that place. It was awesome. Like really, really fun, man.
It's cool going to see a show old school style, because you get older and then you start getting into just older people things, and then you go back and do something you did in your 20s, and you're like, oh, this is fun. And then also I'm seeing a bunch of people my age, and like they're doing it too, and then you forget. You're like, oh, I can do this because everybody that was doing this 20 years ago is now doing it. Some people are still doing it, and you can continue.
Well, they had, and this is an interesting concept, and if you are if you have kids and you're, kind of falling into what Tom is talking about, you might be able to do something with this. So they had, like, a lot of the dads in bands were playing in Will's on the main stage. That's where, like, you saw Virginity and the Pauses, and there were a few other people. Catnap was on there, and different bands that I wanted to see. But then in Little Indies, they had a lot of the kids had their bands playing.
Oh, that's super cool.
And they were adjusting the set, so the dad's bands would be on, they'd play, and then when they were done, the pauses were done, then boom, immediately in Little Indies, they'd have like some of these kids play. And so you could bounce between venues and catch like some of the youngest punk rockers you're ever going to see. And there were kids there, there were families there. It wasn't stuffy. It wasn't like it didn't feel like a family event. It felt like a real punk rock show, just with families and kids. It was great. It was
Will's is the best.
Will's is the best, man. He does a great job at allowing you to be able to be a human, and be whatever you are, and there's no judgment, and it was just great. What a fun time. I got to hang out with my old friend Dan Stone, talk to him for a little bit, see what he's been going up.
How do you luck out and get a kid that's into the things that you're into?
Neither of us got it.
Well, I don't know yet.
Did you get it?
Sort
motorcycle.
of once in a while.
Yeah, motorcycle's good. You did hit the jackpot.
Well, but
you also got 3 boys, which we all know. That's you got 2. You're second place. Me, I lost.
Not even 1 point.
Yeah, not even 1 point. Yeah, I'm like the guy. What do I get? I'm like, I get the at-home game when they send me home. They're like, well, sorry, Dan, you get the at-home game and a beautiful baby girl.
No, but you know what? Crystal told me that if you have girls, they'll always be a part of your family because girls stay.
She takes care of me. I do like that, and I am feeling very elderly.
And then boys are part of their wives' family or their spouse's family.
Bitches.
And that's how, the boys go to the
because they're made of snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. That's why everybody knows that.
And I was like, what is this mumbo jumbo? I'm like, I don't believe you. Anyway, so anyway,
I think it's better to let them
what?
find
Well
their
said.
own things.
I could have said it better myself.
I'm full of anxiety. I apologize.
No. It's completely. I think it's completely normal to have anxiety when your son's going away to middle school for the first time ever, and he's split. He's not even
my
with his
weakest moment.
Yeah.
I have a strong.
Quick, do some push-ups. Pull your pants down.
Did you feel like crying a little bit when Crystal started with the tears at all?
No. But then also I didn't sleep, and then last night I was like, I'm just gonna start drinking, and then I drank a little bit, and then I feel like garbage, and then no sleep, and then now it's just So what am I doing to myself anyway?
Yeah, I mean, like even Kara in our Twitch chat room says, I get it. James started middle school as well. I think there's a lot of people that feel like you. That like would feel exactly the same way. Like I'll probably even be worse. I'll be inventing anxiety that doesn't even exist in Maisie, and I'll be creating it myself.
Yeah, I know. And then he keeps hitting us with, well, I don't know anybody, and that's what he's like. At least some people, they go from their elementary school to the middle school, and they get everybody a good amount of people, so that I see familiar faces. You see one.
Well, it's your fault. You.
I know. That's why me and Chris was crying. I'm like, well, you redid this to him, and then I was like, oh God, I didn't think about it.
I thought one of us was going to say that.
I was going to say that's worse when you come into that situation with like a couple like sort of pre-built friends. That's worse because then you mix into the whole, and then because you're gonna meet like more people and you're gonna make different friends, and then you're gonna have to like break off of those old friends.
Yeah, he might be right. Blank slate is better than having a few.
Walk into middle school like a completely blank slate, that's cool, dude. And then you got the Ranch King shirt to back it up. Like, come on, he's gonna be rolling that school by the end. Did
you put an over under on this? Did you start doing your odds, or like whether you think the day is gonna be a success or not a success? Because normally you start trying to run the numbers.
Yeah.
Have you tried to run the numbers on this, or is it too cloudy in there? It's too much anxiety.
Well, because I'll be able to tell right from I see his eyes. He's walking out,
because it's like looking into a mirror.
Yeah. It's like, did he have a good day, and maybe it's just going to be he just,
Yeah, he's gonna get in the car and be like,
Yeah, it'd be nothing. Hopefully, it's just I blended in. It's just like I did because I don't even remember. I made some. Okay, I told him I made friends in band, and he's in band.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's where I made my friends in middle school and band. I don't know why. And then I was like thinking about it because in the other classes, you go there, you're in class, and the teacher's teaching, and there's not much talking.
Yeah,
but in band,
a lot of downtime.
A lot of downtime.
Yeah, you interact with your friends in band. Yeah,
as I met the wizard in band, and then all my middle
drummers
school
keep tip tapping on the table while I go do the flute guy. Or whatever.
Yeah. Keep doing your exercise. You're doing paradiddles. Keep that up. I'm gonna go over here and handle piccolos.
Yeah. And then I think the band director goes from one to the other, and then the other kids talk. So I'm like, hey man, you make some friends in band.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're just talking any class, Tommy.
Has he been saying, like, because band is coming up? Has he been kicking around maybe and have you guys talked about an instrument that maybe he wants to play, or?
He's thinking about the trombone because his cousin Becca plays the trombone. Now she's playing the trumpet. She plays the euphorium. So she's
taking summer school right now, so she can elect a third band class or something. I was talking to her mom. I was talking to your sister about it.
Yeah.
She's so into band that she's like doing extra work over the summer so she can kick an extra class. Like you have to have a certain prerequisite to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, son, I didn't even do that, and I was as nerdy in band as it gets.
And then I found out she has a trumpet. I'm like, oh, you got a trumpet? I could play the trumpet. Not interested. Not even excited a little bit. I looked at her eyes, and it was a nothing. What I said was a nothing. And I was like, oh, your uncle, your cool Uncle TC plays a trumpet, and that's not even it has to move the needle.
Why don't you guys play a Christmas? You and Becca and Tommy could all three.
That's my dream.
Play. You could have a 3-horn. You can start playing our events. I'll book you. Call Silver Linings and tell them it's off.
I will. Right now.
The van trumpets. The van horns. What? The van horns.
Then Max will break dance, and then I'm like, oh, we're out of business.
The breakdancing van horns.
What level of trumpetry have you reached that she's supposed to be impressed?
I can barely play a scale, but I remember the scale.
Yeah.
Like in muscle memory. It's weird. That's the only thing.
It's like you seeing her math book on her desk, or if the books existed anymore, and saying, oh, yeah, I did the times tables when I was in middle school. Who cares, old man?
Well, it's different than math. Math is boring. Anyway.
Math is boring.
I took the boat out over the weekend, and I
sank.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
I hadn't taken it out a long time, but we had friends in town. It's like, let's go out on the boat, go up to Blue Springs.
So you forced a trip. I like it.
They opened up the swimming area. It's been a year. They
did?
Yeah, they finally opened it up.
Nice.
And so now...
Daddy, where's the raccoon going to live while we take the boat out?
Which I had a great day because Tommy and Max swam down. It was their first time and touched the log at the water boil.
They did the water Apollo.
Yeah.
You have to rub the log before you take the stage.
And it was their first time doing that. And they were like, we had a good time. And it was the first time they ever had a good time at Blue Springs.
Oh, just to have the worst time of their life at middle school. Yeah, the highs and lows.
So we get in the boat, and it was a scorcher on Saturday.
Brutal.
So we got there late because everybody slept in. So we were pulling up at like 1 o'clock.
Oh, my God, 1 o'clock.
And they put the boat out there early in the morning, and so it just sat there and baked. And then
baked all the trash that's still left in there. There's like an old apple in there.
Hopefully it bakes the ants. I forgot to tell you, I have boat ants.
What? Boat ants?
Someone left a Wawa sub wrapper in my toilet area.
In the toilet? you put an old sub in your toilet, so your whole boat's got an ant infestation.
No, it's just
disgusting.
The old eat and go.
Quick, put on this life jacket and get destroyed by ants.
And so I get everybody on the boat, the kids or whatever.
That's pretty sinister. The only thing that can save your life is now covered in ants.
Then I had to go get gas, and so we were sitting out in the scorching sun. Like everybody's underneath the bimini top, and I'm out there getting scorched. And so I get in the boat, and we start idling out to the river, and all of a sudden, an alarm starts going off. I've never heard this.
The alarm?
It was like, and I'm like, what is that? Is it the stereo? And then I'm like, we're trying to, and Chris is like, I've never even heard.
Turn off your goddamn rap.
And it's like, yeah, and I turn it off, the engine off. I turn it back on, and then I'm like, all right, we go a little bit, and start turning on again. I'm like, what the hell? And
I like an unknown alarm has gone off. You have no idea what it is. You managed to make it go off, and you're like, okay, let's proceed with our trip now.
The captain. No, he's always done that. Remember, this is a guy. Proceed. Look, any light that's ever been on his truck, any boat that he's ever had, any light that comes on, even if it didn't start. Look, if we get the thing going, we're going. It doesn't matter. Like, remember the one time that we got almost popped for marijuana, and we're like that whole story. Remember, that boat was dead in the water until we put Coca-Cola on the terminals, and we like melted all the crud off of it, and then it barely fired up, and then he's like, "We're going, baby, let's go." Tom Boyan, right? You go, man.
Well, if it starts, you go.
If it starts, you go. Write that down. Put it in the group.
So the alarms keep going off, and then I'm like, oh man, the mobile boat mechanic just changed all the oil and changed the water impeller. And which is
put in a fresh Queen Ant.
And every year I do the yearly maintenance because I'm learning from Daniel that like keep your stuff good. You have to I'm 43 years old, Ross, and I'm just learning this. Like maintenance,
you have to change the oil in your boat.
Like keep the maintenance up, and you'll have nice things.
It's like something as simple as inflating your tires to the proper pressure all the time will make your tires last a very long time. I know it sounds dumb, but it's true.
My whole life, all my stuff is broken, pieces of garbage. I've lived like garbage. I'm driving garbage.
I live like garbage.
And then I'm like, please, help me. And then
multiple vehicles full of ants, by the way.
I know. It's a curse.
It wasn't until he started getting the Subarus that we didn't have ants.
Yeah.
So I learned to just throw money at it, and then instead of doing it myself,
ants love money.
Pay as an exterminator. Just pay people, and you'll pay them to do the maintenance. Anyway, so I'm texting my mobile boat mechanic. I'm like, is this alarm's going off? I'm sending him the video.
You got a cutoff switch for these ants?
I'm Google searching what's this alarm, and Crystal's like, it says it could be high temperature.
Are you using ChatGPT?
And I'm like, oh God, yeah. Well, no.
Do you have guests on the boat?
Oh yeah, they're all. Everybody's like, oh no, we're gonna ruin the trip.
Are you literally searching what's this alarm on my boat?
Yeah.
Do you know what you can do now? Do you know what you can do now? And hold on, before you tell the ending of the story, do you know now that there is a tool for you that you have to start using? Because I've used it. You can video your boat driving with the alarm going. Put it in ChatGPT, the little video, and say, "What is this? What's happening?"
No, it'll tell you.
Wow.
Well, I'll send that video to you to put it in ChatGPT.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Use me.
No. You need to teach me how to use ChatGPT.
But you can do that,
and
it'll tell you. It'll be like, "Oh, based on this model of this boat."
I've always wanted a robot friend, and I'm going to learn it. I'm going to learn it. Anyway.
Yeah, preview says your boat is sinking.
So then, I text and then we're sitting there, just turn the boat off. I'm like, man, if it is the actual temperature, I don't want to burn my outboard engine up, because once it burns up from lack of water circulation, it's done. It's a $25,000 outboard motor or whatever, 30,000 new or whatever.
Always exaggerate. Always exaggerate.
No. I'm just saying it's
$45,000 new.
You could buy a used, but it is that expensive, like a $250. I'd have to go down to a $75.
I would clown you.
Or the basic 100.
You've always had overpowered boats.
Yeah. I'd have to go down.
I look down on people that have properly powered boats. I look down on you. That's not Florida.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're Florida as it gets, Ross. Properly powered boat in Florida. You got to have a bass boat that's so overpowered.
Lifts up out of the water.
Yeah.
That's
like
Florida.
a big, you're like, hold on, this engine doesn't belong on the...
That's
If
Florida.
you ain't hydroplaning your pontoon boat, you ain't doing it right.
It was so hot that the sun literally baked my outboard motor so hot that it caused the alarm to go off. Because as soon as I started going fast...
That was not the answer I expected.
The water started circulating faster and then cooled the motor down, and then that was it. I had never experienced that, and that's how hot it was.
Scary.
It was
because those engines from the early 2000s are not made to take this amount of heat. In the early 2000s, there was no global warming.
And I'm like, this is Florida's winter. We just have to stay indoors and gruel it out until we get to September.
So when you're idling, it doesn't...
It would just, it just baked in the sun the whole time, and then just got so hot. It's just, it's crazy.
I talked to my mom this weekend, and she told it was so hot up here. It's 85.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was in North Georgia, they were all complaining, you know, like I'd go to get beer and they'd be like, it's a scorcher out there, man. You better be careful. 86 degrees, 87 degrees. I'm like, I'll be fine. Thank you.
It's all relative, though. I guess
it really is.
So anyway, Ross, where are you going to be at coming up here?
You know what? Come see me at the Mo Comedy Jam at the Orlando Funny Bone. It's the 4th annual. I don't know if that counts the online one we did with, what's his name? But anyway, 4th annual. The second.
Rappaport.
Yeah, Rappaport.
I forgot about that.
He's always in the news, dude. 2nd of October, we got Madison Bakish. We got Ricky Reyes. We got Sean Finnerty. And I'm also going to start a store based on what Tom said. I'm going to start a one-all be-all store.
A one-all be-all? Is he messing up his phrases again? You know, my grandma used to do that, and they do a lot of the same ones. Like, you can't pull the wool over my legs. my grandma used to say, she's like, I get a real, you can't pull the wool over my legs. I was like, Granny. Oh, I grew up. Yeah, you have the couth of an old Southern grandma. Should we take a break?
It's embarrassing. Yeah, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time.
Awesome. That's funny.
You can't pull the wool over my legs.
Yeah, she used to say that. Grandma Maisie, who my Maisie is named after. That is her grandma. She had another one too that was funnier, but I can't remember it. I don't have anybody I can't clarify the.
Yeah, you can't check in.
There's no memory check in.
Right.
It's dead. So.
One day,
I can make it whatever I want if I wanted to.
One day somebody will say something and you'll remember it.
You know, I have started digging into genealogy. It's one of the reasons why I'm buying this stupid guitar. I want to do the pedal steel because Ira Lee Atkins, my grandfather, played pedal steel. And then when I went to his gravesite, you know, you can look up gravesite.com or whatever and they'll show it. Somebody put a picture of him up there. And I don't know who it was. I found the lady's name and I copied it down and I hit her up and said, like, where did you get this photo? He's standing there. Here, I'll show it to you. It's kind of creepy.
That was a funny email we could talk about in the BDM show. And this is the first time I ever got this scam, and we could figure out what it is. It's a acquisition interest, T&D Media. And I'm looking at T&D Media and seeing is this the appropriate contact? Wondering if you might be, or if you'd be open, or what it might look like if your business was acquired. So what scam is that?
Yeah, because what does he want to buy? You?
No, it's just there's some sort of thing that you want to. You put it out there. And you're like, yeah, and then
guys, I'll see you over on Facebook. We're gonna do the great switch over. We're gonna drink some